Hey, greetings. This is a little update on the 77-ish Western Flyer that was $7 at a scrapyard. Well, we're gonna go the distance, man. We're gonna make this thing a runner. Let's just get started and starting rip off some of this. I'm taking the fenders off and I'm putting some better ones on. Yeah, they suck. So let's take this back fender off real quick, like. Hope everybody's doing good today. You know, when you get a $7 bike, you really got to go the distance. Let's put this up a little bit. There, it's better. So we're going to take this really bad green fender off. I already took the brake off. I already took that mountain stuff off. I got the doors shut today because they're cutting all these trees down around here. It's really annoying. For now, we're just going to put this bolt back in to kind of keep the chain guard where it's supposed to go. Just for a second. Or not. Come on now. There we go. And we'll put this one back in here so we don't lose it. It's funny on these Murrays and Huffies and wannabe department store bikes, Montgomery Ward. The bolts that hold in the fenders aren't really a real thread. They're just made to just shove in there really quickly. If you look at that thread, it's not really, it's like a wood screw almost. It's so someone can just throw this thing together very quickly. That's what we're dealing with here anyway. Today we got to drill this off and put it on this beautiful duckbill fender. I'll show you what we're doing here. Hoping this is the same curvature. It looks pretty good. This is from a, it's not Schwinn because it has this extra notch in it. Probably from some 70s girl's bike with a little duckbill. You know, it's cool. And this will allow us to use any gears we want because we won't have that rear stay. And it looks like it's going to go on pretty good. We'll have to use that bracket off of here on the back side. Little blue tape on there. And we're not going to use this metal stay, this black metal stay. These holes are too small. What we're going to do is we're going to drill one of these out. So let's go over here and drill it out. Yeah, it's fun. I think I'm going to drill this back one out. Yeah, this one's kind of rusty here. This one's okay. I probably have one of these sitting around, but we'll just ruin this fender and drill it out. This fender's pretty bad, and there's no redeeming qualities except it's a matching green fender for this bike. But you know what? We're not going for it. We're going for duckbill. That's what we're gonna do. So let's drill this fender out real quick, or a brace off the fender. Let me move my phone so I don't get chips in my hair. Okay. So yeah, $7 update. It's gonna be a runner. My $7 bike. Let's see, which one did we want? I think we want this back one here. Okay. It's much nicer working in the when you work in the shop, you don't have to worry about chips and stuff like that. Well, you do, but you don't have to worry about dogs walking around in the morning and getting chips on their paws. Okay, we got a bolt here. Let's see what we got. Be nice to use one of these smaller ones with a washer. Maybe you can put some Loctite on it. We'll see. Okay, we got this one. Yeah, we're not going to rivet it. We're just going to put a bolt in it. We don't care. This is not a show bike. Not even close. All right, let's go back over here. We got the stay. It's not too bad. It's not too rusty. It's going to work fine. Oh, we got to take this stay off. Oops. Okay, well, we can do that. Yeah, found some better levers. Took that piece of junk off. Found the correct bolt for the cable. We're doing okay. Let's take this off real quick and get this rolling. Little update, you know, we're not going to go too far today. And it's definitely not a live feed. You know, folks need their living room back. Okay, I'll take this off. Okay, that one's out of there. And man, we should probably just use that one. Oh well, we won't. Yeah, this looks good. And we'll put our other stay back on. This is the one we're going to use. Yeah. It looks pretty good. Looks like it was on there. You can always tell when things aren't riveted. They've been changed. That's life. It's actually a good thing. Rivets loosen up over time. So do bolts, but at least you got a chance with a bolt. Okay, let's go back over here. We don't have to put the final tighten on this. Let's get this glue tape off here. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay, and thought I'd work on something other than a vintage Schwinn. We're working on a vintage Western Flyer. Look at that rack. They definitely had a rack on this. Somebody did. Yeah, it's some damage there. Okay. So the duckbill fender. Oh, we forgot to drill out the. Oh man, dude. We forgot to drill this piece out. Okay, you guys still there? Yeah, we need this piece here. Okay, helps to have a almost sharp drill bit. Okay, we got this all important piece, this big slotted piece, because they can't make a frame that is accurate. And we'll put this on real quick. Don't mean to be downing Western Flyer, you know. They're quality too, I guess. All right, let's go put this on the fender. Oh, it's right here. All right, so this one, I think we have to go on this hole here, and it has to be spun around that way. So we'll just put this in and see what's happening. A washer. I might have to redo these with some Loctite or some fasteners that have the lock nylocks on them. But for now, we're just going to chuck it together and see how it works. I think on this one, the other fender, it was like this underneath the brake, but I think this one actually has to go there for some clearance. Oh, what the hell. Let's put some Loctite on it right now. It's going to be really difficult to get to later. Not so much on this other one, but we'll put a little dab on here. Loctite blue for you. You know, when fenders come loose on the trail, that's embarrassing. And the thing about Loctite is you put it on and you got to tighten it right away. You can't just sit around and, you know, eat bonbons. And there's different grades of Loctite. There's red and blue, and for bikes I just use the blue stuff, especially on fenders. That's spinning? Yep, that's spinning. Imagine that. Yeah, that might even be too big. Look at that, how big that sticks through. Yeah, we might have to nip that off. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that might be, that might actually be too big and rub the tire. But let's put it on. We're just going to get an idea right now what's going on. And Let me put this cap back on here. It's good to put your cap back on. Okay, let's go back over here. Make this real quick. I didn't shine this fender up or anything. It's kind of, we can shine it up later. All right, so. Oh, it'll probably even work in the stock position. No. Let's see. That's going to make it up more. No, it's got to be back here. Yep. It will not work in the stock position. It will only work behind there, which is okay. This nice slotted thing works pretty good. We're just changing the bracket from the front to the back of that. There's a little lip there, but I think we're okay. It should crunch in pretty good. Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah, it's going to be all right. I don't know. This might not work. Seems a little shy. This might not work, folks. It seems a little. Yeah, that seems a little much. Imagine that, something not working. This fender might be for a 24-inch bike. Yeah, something's going on here. I don't know what it is. At least we found out that it's probably wrong. Yep. Something's going on here, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if, since this is a different fender, it sure did look like it sure did look like the bend was right. I think we failed, folks. I'm not giving up yet. All right, let's put it on this back wheel and just set it on there and see what it looks like. And we'll be able to tell if it's a 24-inch fender or not. No, that's a 26. Yeah, that's not a 24. Okay, what I think we're going to do is put this on and leave these stays bent out for a minute. Bolt it on here. We know that's good, and we know this is good. And then we'll take this back apart. Good thing I put Loctite on it. And we'll put the back wheel on, and we'll just see where it needs to go. But we know that this part, from the frame to here, is good. This might have to be shorter. And, you know, we took these stays off of another fender that's doing different things. And we might have to use, you know what, let's look at those other stays. Maybe they're shorter. Ah, I think I drilled the wrong one out. Look at that, folks. I drilled the wrong stay out. I didn't realize that this longer stay on the back, but this one in the middle, where this is going to go, I didn't want to use it because it's rusty, is the right size. It's a different size. A good 2 inches. Huh, well, let's drill it out. What the hell, right? We got plenty of drill bits. Live and learn, folks. You know, measure what you're doing. You might as well completely ruin this fender because it's already ruined. Okay, let's toss that junk. Yeah, this is different. It's slightly different. might have a little problem there. All right, I didn't want to use this one because it's a bit on the rusty side, but you know what? This is what we're going to have to use, unfortunately. So let's take this bolt off that I put Loctite on because I'm so smart. Oh, I put the Loctite on this one. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm golden. All right, our $7 bike is just coming right along here, folks. All right, I'm going to put the right one on. I'm going to put a washer. And we're going to do the right thing and put some Loctite on it. You guys still here? Good. All right, little blue Loctite. Man, I wish I had a helper. I could just delegate these things to the helper, you know. Hey kid, you got to learn. Someday there's going to be no fuel and you're going to be like working on bikes a lot. All right, no doom and gloom around here. We're just, you know, practical people. All right, let's tighten this up a little. All right. Put some Loctite on this one. Okay, we're good. All right, so what we did was we realized this was the wrong stay because I drilled it off the back. And this is the middle stay, and they are different. Actually, quite a bit different. So let's just go and see how awesome we are. How about that? I don't think we're very awesome if we're working on a $7 Western Flyer. Yeah, I don't think we're that awesome, but you know, in our own mind. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fine. A little flexing, not bad. Let's put this one in. You guys can see, kind of. I'm just putting the old rusty Phillips head screw for the bottom. We don't care, that doesn't need Loctite. Okay, just loosely for now, and we'll throw the brake in to kind of hold it. Yep. Look at this big spacer. Look at how goofy these things are. It's because the Murray company, the Western Flyer, contracted to have these made, I think. And, you know, rather than, you know, use the right brake bar, they just one size fits all. Let's just put this huge spacer on here. Yeah, I'll let you know how that works out. But anyway, that's what it is. And that is correct for this bike. That's just how it was made. So, you know, that's how it goes. This is a low quality. It's a low quality bike, folks. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, it's got some interesting. The green grips are kind of cool, you know. Anyway, let's get this on. You guys can see what's going on here. Yeah. All right, so we put the right stay on this time. And we should be pretty golden. It looks like it's lining up pretty good. It's kicking it back up where it needs to be. Oh, we gotta put the chain guard on. That'd be good. Yeah, just a cheap department store. Well, Western Auto store. Yeah, you could buy these probably for, I don't know, $49 back in 1970. I can look it up, but it's not really. That's about what it's worth now. There's exactly no appreciation on this bike. The value did not go up. Yeah. Okay. All right, now we got a nice little duckbill fender on there. You know, it looks a little cooler with the chrome chain guard that could shine up. And that will allow us to use any big gear we want in the back here. I'll put a 22 on that Shimano, and we can move it anywhere we want now. It's not going to rub on anything because there's no fender. It's just a duckbill. Some people don't like these because you can really cut yourself bad if you whip off the bike the wrong way. But it's a step-through frame, so the chances of you cutting yourself, unless you're really a doofus or just like pain, is slim. All right, so we got that on there. Let's just chuck the back wheel on, even though I haven't changed the tire. By the way, this is getting some blue walls. Not because they match the green. It's just because this is what I have, and they're in great shape. I can't can't remember what happened to these. I think I bought them for a build and then decided not to use them. But they are Duros. Wow, it's dusty. And they are 26 by 1 3/8, and they are not 40 years old. These other tires, you know, you're really chancing it with these. I mean, they look fine, but they are cracking. All right, let's just put this back wheel on real quick and see how it looks. And we haven't put the tighten or adjustment on anything. We're just gonna put this on real quick and just see how the ganders, take a gander at it and see what's happening. There's a stupid little washer in there that does not want to cooperate. There it is. Okay. Oh, looks like that little bolt I put in is not going to hit the fender. That's good. Heck, we might even move on and do the tires later. We might move on to the rear brake now. Okay. Hey, we're doing pretty good for our $7 scrapyard find. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this fender. I think I'm going to drill this stay out and bring this over to Fred. And he's going to soak it in his magic solution. And this will be a good test for Fred and his magic solution. I'm not going to touch this with steel wool. I will drill the stay out to make it easy for him. And plus, I don't think I'm going to use that stay. It's just too rusty. In fact, we might be able to get away with using this other one that came off the back. Yeah. I think we can just switch this one out. The hole's a little bit bigger here. But who cares? It'll have more adjustment, and it's the plating is better. So we're taking this one was on the back fender that didn't work in the middle, and we will put it in here. When this is soaked, I will run this over to Fred today, and the next update video, you will see just how awesome Super Fred is with his solution. I think he does put some cat pee in there, actually. Okay, I think this basically wraps it up for now. You guys are getting tired of this bike, I can tell. I did take the cable, the funky cable that went up like this. It was terrible. I'll show it to you. We took it off. It just yeah, they had this mountain piece on there and some crazy brass washer and all this stuff. But that's wrong. On a lady's bike, it comes up this way. So you take this pinch bolt and you put the pinch bolt here, you know, one that actually has a hole drilled in it that's actually for a brake, not a brass washer and a penny. And anyway, so you put that there, and then you put the adjuster another brake of the same sort, another cheap brake, and then you put this adjuster here. Get it? Don't drop it on the ground. On ladies' bikes, that's how it works. Unless it's a super sport or other bike that has center pull brakes, that has a little wheel here that goes up and does all this stuff. Usually, on ladies' bikes, the cable goes down around. I'll show you. I'll just route it real quick so you can see what's going on. Usually, the cable would go like that, okay? See, so usually, unless it's a super sport or some other fancy Italian job or something with center pulls, usually on a girl's bike, it goes down around like that. It doesn't come up, you know, it goes down around and gets clipped onto the frame. And then this cable's obviously too short. It's just to show you guys. It gets clipped onto the top tube and then it goes around to the brake. And we did find some nice, I guess I'm going to use these Schwinn ones. They're pretty cool. They're better than that. So yeah, that'll be good. So what they did was, they're so cheap. They just took a regular 10-speed bar and bent it. I'll show you. You know, at the factory, they just bent it, and it's cheap metal. That's a 10-speed, like a Schwinn. And this is woodwork. Would probably still work on a 10-speed, actually. I bet you that they probably even just put this on a 10-speed with a different bend on the bar. But yeah, this takes the mushroom end, and that's the only redeeming quality. And it's really cheap, and we're not using these. But yeah, it's gonna look good. We'll put this grip back on, we'll reroute the cable. I'll take this fender, last shot before it gets dipped. And we're gonna bring this to Fred today. And you guys are gonna be amazed. It's gonna be cat piece superific. Okay, I guess that's it for now. You kind of got the gist of it. We're gonna put these blue walls on. New tubes, new thorn-proof tubes. I think we're gonna put a gear on the back. See if I can find one real quick. I can't find one. Oh, I can't find one to show you, but it's a 22 cog, and I think it'll go on the back there, and then we can move that wheel anywhere we want it, because we don't have an actual back fender anymore. We got a little duck bill. Hey, okay, thanks for tuning in, guys, and just thought I'd give you an update on the $7 Western Flyer. And yeah, we're gonna go thrash this thing real hard when we get it done. Yeah, jumps and everything. It's not gonna be a 5-speed conversion though. We're gonna thrash it so hard, it's gonna be wishing that it was a grandma's bike or something. Hey, okay, have a good day, and peace out.